I'm back at Staines, entering from the north entrance onto the moor. It's still a little muddy here. I won't bother you with all the other bits, I'll just show you the bad bits. Yeah, still sloppy through this section. No, unfortunately there's no way around this. Whoa, nearly landed on the fence there. Okay, unfortunately there's no way around that. So you've got the fence on the right and just shrubs on the left, so you can't walk around. So if you're still coming from the north side, you'll need wellies. Otherwise the rest of the part's pretty dry. Here again, very muddy. Just skirt around the side here. More in. Yeah, so no more standing water, just mud. Okay, I just have to eat my words. There is water here. Not nearly as bad as it was before. That section was always bad. A bunch of mallard ducklings. Okay, this is still bad here. Where the breach was. This is all quite flooded through there. And that's where the breach is. It's still very much underwater. Whoa. Still flowing in here. This isn't the main breach, but it's still flowing in here from next door. And we are now in mid-June, which is crazy. Been flooded for so long. Whoa, that nearly went over the top of my boot. That nearly went over the top of my boot. Okay. Just gonna go around the edge here. So that's the main bit there, still very much flooded. This is the main breach here, still very much flowing in. Oh, deep here. Still, but just a short section. Okay. So that's what that bit section. That section's been flooded for goodness knows how long. Okay. I've come to Staines today, just to the moor. Just done a bit of path maintenance again. And I'm going to spend the rest of the... Okay, so this is still flowing here. Rest of the day just birding. In and out between the rush hours. Stunning through here. I've always loved it through here. Colne in the background there. Still flowing here, unbelievably. 17th of June. Great tits in there. Little family of wrens here, all down the path as well. I love these little guys when they're young. They were all in here, they've just disappeared, of course. Seeing my ugly face, I'd also run. Himalayan balsam still. I could spend a day here. Sorry, just bear with me a second. I hate this stuff. Easy to pull out, like I said last time. So if you're coming to the moor, might as well spend 5 minutes of your day. Give a little bit back. I did see someone else had pulled out further down the path, so I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Very easy to pull out. Loads of little ones in here, fortunately. Each plant gives off like, I don't know, thousands of blooming seeds. It's an endless task, but at least we can control it a little bit. I mean, you could spend a whole day here. That's all in here. Anyway, right, let's carry on. This could do with a strim on this side, but obviously not in. I mean, look at it here. This is all Himalayan balsam here. Look at here. These pink flowers are the fruiting heads, or the seed heads, and it's endless. Easy to pull out. Little root. I may do some work here actually. You can hear that, but there's a cuckoo in the background. So I'm just going to spend a bit of time, 5 minutes here, and just pull some of this Himalayan balsam out. I mean, I'm not even going to make a dent here anyway. Cuckoo's still calling. It's so fast growing, it just blots out everything underneath the canopy. And then also when the seeds are ready to germinate, they sort of they explode and the seeds get blown quite far distances away from the parent plant. And then generally fall in the rivers and downstream they go, creating new little plantations all the way down the. These are just snapping off now, unfortunately. These bigger ones. Yeah, these ones are just. Yeah, at least I can get the seed heads. Terrible stuff. Terrible. Some stinging nettles underneath as well, which are getting me. I mean, you could be all day. Just take a little bit out. I've already done my bit of path maintenance. Hate this stuff. Ow! That was a handful of stinging nettles. It's endless. It really is endless. You need a team in a day. Like I said, very easy to pull out, so you don't have to be a muscle man. Just a little pull. Generally the whole root comes out, like that. I mean, there's a whole forest here, which I'm not going to get to now. Another stinging nettle. Okay. I mean, once you look around, it's everywhere, literally everywhere. Okay, enough. Okay. I see someone's managed to cut that off. I struggled last time. Excellent, thank you, whoever did that. Yet more Himalayan balsam. So this is the entrance to the North Bridge. Still a little flooded. The path between the north entrance and the North Bridge is very dry, but the entrance and here, it's actually flowing here onto the moor. just had a common tern hunting on the culm as well. I'm sure it'll come back and I'll get some snaps of it. This is on the north path, still very wet, muddy. But not nearly as deep as it was last time. I hope. Okay, I lied. It's just like so many frogs. This is along the north path. Mounds over there. Very overgrown. Looks beautiful. You still want to wear your Wellington boots. It's like porridge here. Sloppy porridge. Chetties, white throat, chiff-chaff, black cap, everything. And yeah, loads of tadpoles in these little water sections. Yeah, the last time I came through here, I was like, it was popping over. Oh, there's a nice big spider web here. I'll go around it. Now, last time I came along here, this was proper wet over the top of my Wellington boots. Now, not so bad. Now the chetties in here. I had red kite, buzzards, all circling high this morning. Cuckoo as well. Okay, I remember this section was very wet last time, and it looks like it still is. I don't think many people come this way because there's not much downtrodden vegetation here. Okay. Yeah, this section was very interesting last time. I'm going to stick with it because I don't want to walk all the way back. Whoa! Reed warbler. Okay, I'm just another chetties. Okay, still very much deep here, but I know there is a path here, so I'm just going to stick with it. I can feel the water's pressure on my boots and it goes quite far up. I just can't see my boots. Okay, that wasn't so bad. It looks like I'm not on a path, but I definitely am. I just don't think people have been along here in a while, so it just doesn't look like it. Okay, so apologies, my battery died halfway through there and I wasn't going to change the batteries in a swamp, so yeah, so I walked through there, wasn't so bad. Through here was about halfway up my boot. I've had reed warbler, chetties warbler, loads of bird call, got a breed bunting up there, and now we're going to head to the mound for a drink. Okay, this is the path from the mound to the iris bridges. This is the first one that's coming up in front of us. Very quiet bird-wise. Lots of dragonflies, lots of damselflies, insects, frogs, common tern. Yeah, but bird-wise, I think everything's just hunkered down, getting on with the breeding season. I'm sure they are all busy feeding their young. So yeah, so the paths in between the main events are dry as anything, but you still have a lot of standing water like this here. I guess every depression has now got standing water. Loads of frogs everywhere, and I keep forgetting, and they keep jumping everywhere before I get a chance to photograph them. This seems worse, this section, for some strange reason. Whoa, 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 that almost went over my boot. Yeah, I'm not sure. I guess maybe that where it's flowing in from the north there, it's flowing down the Irish Channel, and this is the beginning of the Irish Channel. I have no idea, but it's super wet there still. Obviously under the boardwalk here, there'll be water running. It's all water through there, and this will be soaked, I guess. Yeah, a few butterflies on the wing, which is nice. Not crazy amounts though. Yeah, you see this is all still wet. But I guess this is the Irish Channel overflowing. I'm gonna go where everybody else has gone, around here. Whoa! I always start walking super confident and then disappear in the mud. Okay. Okay, that wasn't too bad. So that's the first Iris Bridge, and it's pretty soggy, but muddy, but doable, should I say. This is fine. One thing I haven't heard today is sedge warblers. I guess they go quiet once they've set up their territories. Wet that side, I'll just hang this side. Even wetter this side. I'm just gonna go for it. Okay, this is the Speak of the Devil. In fact, that's where I had the sedge warbler a couple of weeks back, or should I say a month or so back. So holding territory. Not going to bother them now. And negotiate the second Iris Bridge. Everything's super green, super overgrown, lush and beautiful. Loads of damselflies there. Actually, this is a pretty sweet spot to photograph them. I'm just going to turn you off and see if I can get something good. Baby moorhen swimming across. Two swans looking south. I think there's just another moorhen or coot in the background there. Hardly any raptors today, which is odd. Having said that, there's one in the cloud right there. Kite. It's looking north and south. I'm going to take a walk along the river now, down to the south entrance. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 red kite. all kettling together. Right, so we are heading down the south section now on the east bank of the Colne, which is there. This section used to be very muddy, but it's completely dry now. So it looks like it's just the sort of like low-lying areas of the moor that are still soggy. I mean, it's a little bit muddy here, but not too bad. But I just want to go down and have a look at the south entrance, see how bad that is. So I think if you're going to visit the moor, still Wellingtons, I'm afraid. Especially the entrances are very wet, and the main crossing points of places are wet. I believe they've sandbagged the breach here to stop it overflowing onto the moor. I just don't know if it's this one or the one further down. No, it's the one further down, I believe. Did see a photograph of it. This breach is still very much open. So that's the south entrance there. South, north. Stony Maweli. Okay. Yeah, still a little bit of water line there. Not too bad. This breach is passable. Yeah, I don't know if that's meant to be like that or it's just made its way through and gotten bigger and bigger and bigger. I don't know. So let's go check out the south entrance. Just heading down to the south entrance. I don't know what's happened to all our peregrines, but these pylons are now been empty for ages, all the way along. This one and the ones further down are all no longer occupied by don't know where they. Yeah, so all these peregrines, kestrels used to always sit on them. Nothing for a while. I'll just check this one here now as well. It's empty. So this is the south entrance coming up. This was completely flooded, and yeah, they've put some sandbags over the breach here, and so it's pretty much dried it all up. And I believe they had some carp in here that they someone came in and rescued and dumped back into the main river. Kind souls that they are, but it's just like a barren landscape. They've put some livestock onto the moor. The cattle, as you saw previously, are up on Stanwell Moor, but there's a couple of horses down here on the actual moor itself. Only 2 so far. I'm not sure if there's any more hidden away, but I'll flip you around and you can get an idea of what the south entrance looks like now. So this is where I had shelduck, swan, heron. There's a heron still in the background there. Common tern, mallards, teal, shoveler, we're all in here. But as you can see here, they've now blocked it up. There's only a small little trickle, nothing like it was before, and they've packed it with vegetation on this side to stop that from filling up. I mean, it was a nice little wetland, but obviously not meant. 2 horses in the background there, and the south entrance there, which is now completely dry. So this is not a problem to cross, but the breach further down by the south basin, you still need to swim across. So I'll just take you down. Doesn't look very good, does it? It's like a desert landscape now. So this was the last sort of mound to go underwater. So we used to be able to cross over here just as it was starting to flood. Looks like sand here, but it's like dead, weedy stuff, like algae, dried algae. I don't know. I kind of enjoyed it being marshy. And here and there thinking, what the hell? Where's all my water gone? So I'm not going to go through here. I'm just going to make sure that it's all dry, but it will definitely be. Mud's all cracking. Being dry. That's going to be wet. Yeah, so south entrance 100%. Just got that little second breach to negotiate and you should be fine. So I've just noticed walking back from the south entrance, they've got a couple of horses and a couple of cows on the moor, just distantly. So they've got I don't know, 5 or 6 or 7 up on Stanwell Moor in the fenced-in area there, and then 5 or 6 there, and about 3 or 4 horses. So it's good to see them back on the moor. They bring on the livestock every year. It's great for just self-managing the moor. That may be a bit far for you, but they're under those trees there. Lovely day. It's the first kind of day that I've been able to walk around without my down jacket on in the middle of June. Crazy. Still a lot of gulls on the wing here, feeding up high. I've seen 2 other people all day. One birder and one runner. Lovely. Okay, I'm heading back to the South Bridge, where I will take you further. Back up by the South Bridge, where the breach is, there's a heron hunting in this pool here. I'm kind of glad they haven't blocked this up. They create a little marshy area here, which is quite nice, which is accessible from the path along. But obviously they need to do something here, a little bridge over or something, I don't know. I can see a whole bunch of little fry there, little fish feeding in the shallows there. So if this gets blocked up, they've got to make sure they're on this side of the blockage. Probably why the common tern's hunting, yeah, little fish. Just in here, you can see the water rippling there. There's a whole bunch of them, hundreds of them. Grey heron snack. Okay, up the west side or up the east side? I'm gonna go up the west side. Have the sun on my back. Okay, shut you off for a bit. This section on the corner here, just below the North Bridge on the west side, is a bit mushy still. Black cap on the left hand side of this bush here, male black cap. Bit quiet bird wise. No, I forgot I have to negotiate this again. That's where the frogs were again, jumping for their lives or would be photographed to death. Whoa, whoa, look at that. Nearly my whole boot in. Okay, I'm going to call it a day. Nice little revisit to the Staines. This time of year, things are just ticking along. Things quieten down. That's when I start visiting other Surrey locations. I hadn't been to Thursley for a whole year until recently, and now looking for nightjars again. Haven't been to Tice's Meadow in goodness knows how long. I wouldn't even like to hazard a guess, so I need to get back there as well. Yeah, a few other Surrey locations I'd like to pop into in the next coming days. Okay, let's make our way out. And the north exit, underwater.